guys, welcome back to another reading vlog. So in this reading vlog, I am really just focusing on one book, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. So as you know, our Muggle Studies book club for January is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. So I need to finish this book very soon so that I can read the second one so we can have our live show. So I have about a week, essentially. Like, we are in the last week of January. And yeah, I essentially have a week to finish this book and then read Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Luckily, I am listening to the audiobook, which is definitely making it go so much quicker. Plus, I am following along and like reading Hannah's annotations, and that is just such a great reading experience. And I am on page 109, chapter 12. So I definitely do have a little bit of a chunk read, not too much, but enough to where the story is finally starting to move quickly and I'm really starting to enjoy it. I'm not sure who my favorite character is yet. We've mostly been introduced to really like 4 characters. 3 are in their perspective. So we've got Amari, who is a princess, Anon, who is Amari's sister, the prince and captain of the guard, I guess. And then we have Zaylee, who is, I guess she's the main girl on this page, I'm assuming. She is like the diviner and the one with like magical powers, essentially. Zaylee is, I'm assuming, the main character because it's, I would say, like 75% Zaylee's perspective, and then the rest of the 25% is like split between Amari and Anon. So my thoughts so far is that it reminds me so much of Throne of Glass, and because Hannah keeps texting me like how I'm liking it, am I enjoying it, what do I think so far? And at first I didn't really have any thoughts, to be honest. It felt just so similar to Throne of Glass. I adore the Throne of Glass series so much that it's really hard for me to like, or you know, like compare it to another series, I guess. Like this, just the magic system, not the magic system, sorry. The magic system is completely different. It's very unique and I'm really liking it. But like the whole like king is trying to suppress magic, like that. Granted, that's not like a new trope or a new plot to like Throne of Glass. I know there are so many books that follow that, but because I loved Throne of Glass so much, and so it was kind of hard for me to like differentiate. It's like, oh, it reminds me so much of Throne of Glass, and I love Throne of Glass so much more so far that it was like hard for me to get my own opinions, I guess, if that makes any sense. But now it's kind of starting to take on its own story, and I'm finally enjoying that a little bit more. And like that's where Hannah said when you get to about the 4-hour mark on the audiobook, like after you've listened to about 4 hours, that's when the story really starts to move. And I agree, it is really starting to move and I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more. Also, I know I haven't talked about the book cover, but the book cover is just beautiful, gorgeous. I love the back. I never read this, but it said, "They killed my mother, they took our magic, they tried to bury us, now we rise." That synopsis in the back, on point, fantastic. I love that. So, and I am truly enjoying all of Hannah's, like, she's highlighting a lot and she's annotating, and it's great. Like, we have very similar thought processes when we read. So as I'm reading her annotations, I'm just like, wow, this is exactly what I was thinking as well, and it's great. And then also, there is a map. I don't know if I had mentioned that, but there is a map in this book, and you know that when there is a map, the book has to be good. I'm hoping to finish it in the next couple of days and then start Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and that one we also have the audiobook for. I'm really excited to get onto that one so that we can do our live show. I've been procrastinating a lot recently, actually, but I'm really excited for books that we've chosen. If you don't know, Hannah and I decided to pick our books for like the first 6 months. I think we have up until May or June for our book club, and we have books already picked out for those first 6 months, and I put it up on Goodreads, and then Hannah also has it pinned to her Twitter account. So if you want to know, we want to be better about telling you what books that we're going to be reading so that you know, and the only thing that we can't necessarily do is give you the date of our live show just yet, just because with work hours, it just varies from time to time. But if you're interested in what our books are going to be, it's on Goodreads and it's also on Hannah's Twitter. At The Rainy Reader is her Twitter account. And we're doing a lot of new releases this year, which we're really excited about. So a lot of these books get released at like the beginning of the month. And that's the book that we're going to be reading, so that you have time to like get it and you still have the whole month to read it. So yeah, we're really excited for this year for our book club. So yeah, that is it for this update. I will update you guys later once I have read a good chunk of Children of Blood and Bone. Hey guys, so I wanted to give you guys another update. So I have made tremendous progress in Children of Blood and Bone, and I am really enjoying it. Definitely more than my last update. So I am more than halfway through the book and I'm really enjoying the audiobook a lot more. It's making reading this book go by so much more quickly and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm also loving Hannah's annotations. Oh my goodness. It's amazing to kind of see what her thoughts and emotions are when she was reading it, because I have the same thoughts and emotions. We're very, very similar readers, and she highlighted such amazing quotes that I kind of want to share with you in this reading vlog. So I actually spent like the last 30 minutes or so just kind of going through all of her annotations and just thinking about some things and kind of like what I was gonna say during this update, and I have a lot of thoughts so far. So as far as like the theme of this book, I am really enjoying like the message. There is a lot of hate going on in this book. There's a lot of hate between groups of people, between the nobility and those not of the royal family, those without magic, those with magic, and I feel like one of the major themes is overcoming that hatred and when it's okay to be angry and when to act, when not to act, when to stand up for yourself and when to be smart. There's just a lot of emotions going on in this book and I'm having trouble kind of deciding what I think so far, but I will say like this book is well written, a lot of unique aspects to it. The magic system is so cool and just the way that it is being developed, and it's really good. The writing style is lovely. It flows so beautifully and I love the different perspectives that we're in. And at first, Amari, she definitely was not my favorite character, but now I am just growing to love her and I feel like she can just be such a strong character. I have a feeling she's gonna have great character development and I can just see her being an amazing character. Zane, we don't have his perspective, but I have to say, he's probably my least favorite of like the four, besides like the villain of the story. Obviously, I hate the villain of the story, but I don't know. I feel like Zane is just there and he's just kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, I feel like we would still be at this point in the story with or without him. So, I mean, like, I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of him, because I just felt like he was just kind of there and just kind of boring, to be honest. But anyways, as far as Zaylee's character, Zaylee is extremely hot and cold. Like, I like her, but she's very hot and cold. There are times where I'm just very angry with her, and then there's also times where I think she's just such a badass. I think she's a badass no matter what, honestly. But there are some times where I'm like, come on, Zaylee, be smarter. I know you can be smarter. She's very, very well written. She has a lot of different character attributes. She's very complex and there's just a lot going on with her. She has so much anger and hatred, and the desire for revenge is so high, but also she has moments where she is just afraid and she's got so much fear. I definitely sympathize with her, and she's just such a phenomenally written character. I feel like she's got character flaws, which I feel like is very important, but she also has great character attributes. So really well. Now, the one character that I am not sure about yet is Inan. I feel like he could be such a good character, but we just haven't gotten over that hump yet. Like, he's still, he's just kind of one of those morally gray characters, I feel like. He's not a villain, although he kind of can be. I don't know. He's really hard to describe, and he's the hardest character that I'm having trouble like getting on board with right now, because it's hard, because when you're in first person, you can definitely like feel what he's thinking and the struggles that he's going through. He has so much internal struggle. So he's going through a lot. So I can understand where he's coming from. He's kind of a weak character, and I feel like he can be strong, and I want to see that strength. He could go either way. I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. But I wanted to share with you kind of two of my favorite quotes, kind of following with Enon's character. And I feel like this quote just really encompasses him so well. He says, "I turn away and squeeze my eyes shut, forcing down my bile. Duty before self, I hear Father's voice. The safety of Orisha before my conscience. But these villagers are Orisha. They're the very people I'm sworn to protect." So you can see this internal struggle of what he is being told what to do and what is right. And so I don't know, he's very interesting. So I don't know how I feel about him yet. As far as my favorite quote in this book, it's at the very beginning. And I just wanted to share it with you because it didn't really resonate with me as much when I first read it, because it's page 16. But now that I've gotten through more than halfway through the book, and I realize how much like hatred and violence is like a huge theme in this book, I kind of went through and went back all of what Hannah had highlighted, and this quote she highlighted, and it just speaks volumes in my opinion. Mama Agba is teaching the diviners how to fight, and they're asking her like why she's teaching him the fight, and her response is, "I teach the way of the staff to any girl who wants to learn, because in this world there will always be men who wish you harm. But I started this training for the diviners, for all the children of the fallen magi. Though your ability to become magi has disappeared, the hatred and violence toward you remains. That is why we are here. That is why we train. Your opponents carry swords. Why do I train you in the art of the staff? It avoids rather than hurts. It hurts rather than maims. It maims rather than kills. The staff does not destroy. I teach you to be warriors in the garden, so you will never be gardeners in the war. I give you the strength to fight, but you all must learn the strength of restraint. You must protect those who can't defend themselves. That is the way of the staff." I love that quote. So far, so good. I should finish this book hopefully in the next few days, and then I'm going to spend the weekend listening to Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and then our live show is going to be next week. Stay tuned, we'll give you the exact date and time for that, but it will be sometime next week. So really quick, I want to do an unboxing. So I received this package from Penguin Random House, and I'm really excited to see what it is. So I already did open it, but I didn't see the book inside. I just took like a quick picture of it without looking at the book, and I sent it to Hannah because she was really curious. So she knows what it is, but I don't know what this book is yet. So I'm quite interested to know. Feels like a hardback? Yeah, this is a hardback. Oh, is it? Yeah, it feels like a hardback. So okay, I'm really excited. Okay, so let's see what book they sent me. It is, oh, The Truants by Kate Weinberg. Okay, so I remember reading the synopsis of this book a few months ago. It's been a while. It was in 2019, and I sent a message to the publishing company because I was really interested in it. And thank you so much, Penguin Random House, for sending this my way. I'm really excited to read this. So as you know, one of my favorite settings is any book set in college. There's just something about it. So we follow our main character, Jess, and Jess is a freshman in college, and she is taking a seminar class about Agatha Christie, and she ends up making these friends because of this class. So the synopsis says, the dynamic among the friends begin to darken until a tragedy shatters their friendship and love affairs and reveals a terrible secret. Soon, Jess must face the question she fears most. What is the true cost of an extraordinary life? So this sounds really good because, like I said, I love books set in college, and this kind of sounds a little bit like a thriller. Yeah, I'm actually reading the back of the book with like what people are saying. Maybe like a, oh, murder mystery. impressive debut. Okay, crime thriller, campus novel and love story, and a psychological study. Oh, I'm so excited. I think this is going to be really, really good. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited. So let me know down below if you've read this book, because I haven't really seen this book going around BookTube at all. I just remember reading the synopsis last year and thinking it sounded amazing, and I wanted to read it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I kind of want to start reading it, but also Hannah has been getting on to me with reading The Unhoneymooners, and I also need to read Children of Blood and Bone. So we'll see what I feel like reading tonight, and I will update you guys later. Hey guys, so I thought I would do another update, and I have Kevin here because he is listening to Airfire, and I want to get your thoughts on it so far. So I am still listening and reading Children of Blood and Bone. I am now on page 420, so I am almost there, almost done, and according to my audiobook, I have 3 hours and 40 minutes left, so I should be able to finish this book in under 2 hours because I'm listening to it at 2 times speed. It's getting really, really, really good. We're definitely at like the climax of the story where like shit is going down and it is getting intense. There is a little bit of a romance in here that I'm just like, which is weird because I love me romance books. So I'm not shipping the 2 characters that they have so far. So, and Hannah said the same thing. Like when I asked her, she said she didn't care too much about the romance. So I kind of have to agree with her on that. It's good. They killed my mother. They took our magic. They tried to bury us. Now we rise. Isn't that like the best thing for the back? It's so good. Honestly, it kind of reminds me a lot of Throne of Glass, but to be honest, I feel like Throne of Glass is better. Anyways, what do you think of Airfire? Sorry. Where are you right now? Chapter 58. Wow. 2 hours and 50 minutes remaining. You're at the end.
There's another one, right?
There are 8.
A lot more. So, okay. Yeah, because I was like, I don't really feel like I'm at almost the end of the book, I guess, because it feels like I'm just now starting to like
start the story.
Get a lot of
yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger.
Things. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I still feel like there are some
connections that you haven't made yet.
Yeah, that works. So I really like how there is like a split magic system, although I'm still trying to figure out the whole difference between word marks, dimensions, and now there's like word keys and
witches.
Oh yeah,
dragons.
Witches.
Well, I mean, ish.
Yeah, I'm still looking to learn more about the origin of the wyverns.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a favorite person so far.
Watch what you're about to say.
Why?
Okay, I'm curious who you're gonna say. Who's your favorite?
I mean, I'm still on board with Selena.
Okay. Okay.
I think so far no one else has done anything like super cool enough to trump her yet, in my mind.
Okay. Not even one person?
Look, I understand your infatuation with Manon.
Oh my god, she's amazing.
But she hasn't had a chance to really shine yet.
She shines in Queen of Shadows. Well, everyone shines in Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows is, to me, the best book. The next one, the 4th book. Okay. To me, it is the best in the series. Okay. It is where everything essentially explodes.
Cool.
It's really funny because Kevin and I will be like talking and I'm like, have you figured it out yet? Have you made the connection yet?
Yeah.
I know. I just want to keep talking. But like,
I don't want to tell
he hasn't made the connection yet. And I'm just like, how? And then he'll be like, well, why did you spoil me? And I'm like, the book is called Airfire.
I just knew it was book 3.
I'm just like,
Why would I look at the title?
Airfire.
Titles are just like big spoilers. I just want to find out.
I know, right? It's like one of those, you know, when you like read a book and you like read the back of the synopsis and you realize it's like essentially the entire, it has like the twist and the spoiler in it.
To be clear, that is not the connection that I haven't made yet. I know that connection.
Okay. Now, oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like I just had like a revelation. Who, for Queen of Shadows, who is the main character? Like, who is the Queen of the Shadows? Because I can think of 2 people right now that could be considered Queen of Shadows. And I always assumed it was, I'm not going to say,
well, I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Okay, if you've read the series, hold on, I'm going to speak in code. If you've read the series, you understand what I'm trying to say. So we always assume that like, it's obvious who the character you're talking about. But for Queen of Shadows, I just realized I don't want to spoil.
Shush.
I won't, but
wrap it up.
Okay.
In a different
oh my gosh, I want to.
Check out Gabby's next video for whatever she's about to say when I'm not in the room.
It's about to explode. I need to like send Hannah a Snapchat. We're gonna Snapchat Hannah really quick. Okay, so I just sent Hannah my thoughts and she's typing. I want to know what she says.
Still here, by the way. Don't spoil me.
I'm so curious. The anticipation is killing me because it's like... okay. Interesting. Hannah countered me with something. Okay, never mind. I guess my revelation wasn't that great. I don't know. We'll find out. After you finish reading Queen of Shadows, we will have this discussion. Just remember. Okay? I just realized you're not in the frame. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this update, and we will update you guys later. Hey, guys. So today is going to be my last day for this reading vlog. Today is Sunday, so that is kind of the perfect time to finish this reading vlog and then start a new one. So I finally finished Children of Blood and Bone, and I have a lot of thoughts. Some of them really good, some of them not so good, and right now, I'm just kind of processing everything since I just finished it and I'm not sure what to think of it. And I just realized I matched the book with like my makeup and my shirt. that was not on purpose, but I matched with like the red lipstick, the white and black shirt. So anyways, that's kind of funny. Not intentional, but kind of fun actually. So anyways, I ended up rating this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and on Goodreads I just gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So really quick, I just want to talk about the ending. I won't go into spoilers, so don't worry, but it definitely ends on a cliffhanger, that's for sure, and I am actually pleasantly surprised with the way it ends because I wasn't expecting that. Like the very, very last page of this book, something happens to a specific character and I'm really pleasantly surprised with that change. I wasn't expecting it at all and I think it is kind of fantastic and I'm really, really excited to see where it's gonna go. Now, talking about another character, I'm so angry with the way it ended up turning around, and so if you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about. I kind of saw it coming, like it was pretty obvious that it was going to happen. I was hoping that it wouldn't, but it was, I mean, I'm not surprised, to be honest, that it did happen, but I am surprised with like what happened in between there and stuff like that. Like the kind of the final battle with like what happened, pretty epic, and I'm quite happy with that. And I think like one character just shines throughout this book. Amari, she is amazing. She's definitely turning into one of my favorite characters. She has become so strong, and I think the next book is really going to be the book where she shines. Zaylee is still a really nice, strong character. She's not my favorite, even though I know she is kind of the main one, but I do think she is a well-rounded written character. She's got flaws, but she also has great attributes, just a lot going on with her. She's very intricate and she has just a lot going on with her. So I think she's definitely well written. The magic system is phenomenal. It is so cool. I really like it. It definitely takes its own turn, and Hannah was right. It definitely still has a lot of similarities to the Throne of Glass series, which was kind of my biggest apprehension when I first started it. I felt like it was too similar, but it definitely takes its own story, even though it kind of shares a very similar plot. Essentially, like, you know, you can only have so many unique ideas. So, you know, the whole nobility is trying to suppress magic. It's not a unique trope or a unique plot line. There's a lot of books like that, but it's the way that you take that plot line and you turn it into your own, and I feel like the author did a really good job of doing that. She has great action scenes. I was on the edge of my seat really towards the end. I had to know what was going on. A lot was happening. This really is such a fantastic story, and I highly recommend reading it. It is so good, and you really get immersed into the story and into the world and the magic system and the characters. I am really, really intrigued and curious to see what's happening with Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I have an idea of what the conflict might be. I'm very, very curious. That is kind of my next thing that I need to read, because our live show for Children of Virtue and Vengeance, which was our Muggle Studies book club pick for December and January, is going to be next Wednesday, February 5th. We don't have an exact time yet, but it's going to be between 6 and 7 Central Standard Time. So we'll start probably between 6:30 and 7 is what I'm thinking, just like depending on work hours and stuff. So stay tuned for that. We will keep you posted on Twitter and on Goodreads the exact time that we'll be starting, but it is going to be Wednesday, February 5th next week. So I have essentially 4 days to read Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I still have all of today, which is Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and well, not really Wednesday because I do work. So my plan is to get most of it read today, because today is my day off and I do work Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So I won't be able to listen to as much on those days, but it is a much shorter audiobook. It is 13 hours and 27 minutes versus this one was almost 18 hours long. That is pretty much it for this reading vlog. I think it was just primarily reading Children of Blood and Bone, which is okay. This is quite a chunky book, so I'm okay to have a dedicated vlog to it. And I have to say, like, reading Hannah's annotations was just so special, and it was so fantastic to have that while I was reading it. And I just have to show you the very end. Without spoilers, I'm going to cover up the texts because it is the very last page. Hannah wrote in the book, "How dare you end it this way?" And I agree, the way it ends is quite crazy, and there are like 3 things that you're not sure what is going on, maybe even 4, definitely 3 where you're just like, wait a second, what happened? Like we just missed a few things, like tell me what happened in between. And so I'm assuming we're gonna figure out in Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Anyways, that is it for this reading vlog. Let me know down below if you've read Children of Blood and Bone and what your thoughts are on the book, and if you are reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance, or if you've already read it, and if you're gonna be joining us for our live show. I have a feeling we're gonna have so much to talk about because there is just a lot going on in this book, and I have so many thoughts. I feel like I'm going to explode, and I really, really want to talk about them. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you next time. Bye!